dear children, I am Ms. Rishika. Today in this video I am going to teach you the calculation and interpretation of accounting ratios for grade 10. First we will see the profitability and the profitability ratios. You know, profitability means the ability of a business to make profit. Okay, so it should be in higher percentage. So when you measure the success of a business, whatever the trading activities that you do, if you measure it with the profit that you make, we call it profitability ratio. So the ability of a business to make profit is called profitability. When you measure it, we call profitability ratio. There are three ratios that you have to study. The first one is gross profit, the percentage, profit for the year as a percentage of revenue, and the return on capital employed, we call ROCE. And remember children, all these profitability ratios will be calculated as a percentage, not as a ratio but as a percentage. Now first we'll see the first one, the gross profit percentage. Gross profit percentage is the amount of gross profit for each 100 pounds of revenue. That means it's a ratio of profit with the revenue. Now how to calculate the equation is gross profit as a percentage of revenue will be equal to gross profit divided by the revenue and multiplied by 100. So as I explained to you, these profitability ratios should be calculated as a percentage. So gross profit as a percentage of revenue, the equation is gross profit should be divided by the revenue and should be multiplied by 100. Profit for the year as a percentage of revenue. That means you are calculating the profit which has been made by the business for every 100 pounds. Okay, that's why you allocate 100%. Every 100 pound of the revenue. That means for each 100 pound of revenue, what is the profit that you have made. So how to calculate? The equation is profit for the year as a percentage is equal to profit for the year should be divided by the revenue and should multiply by 100, because this is a profitability ratio, so it should be given as a percentage. The last one, the return on capital employed ratio. This is the figure shows profit that you have made as a percentage of each 100 pound of capital employed. Here children, remember, capital employed should be calculated using these two figures, the closing capital plus the non-current liabilities. If there are no non-current liabilities, then the closing capital will become your capital employed. So remember, closing capital plus non-current liabilities, not current liabilities, non-current liabilities. If there is no non-current liabilities, then you can directly take the closing capital as your capital employed. So return on capital employed, the equation is profit for the year should be divided by the capital employed, which you have calculated using this equation, and the answer should be multiplied by 100 because we have to allocate it as a percentage. So return on capital employed, profit for the year divided by capital employed, which you calculated using this closing capital plus non-current liabilities, and should be multiplied by 100 to allocate it as a percentage. Now we'll see the liquidity and the liquidity ratios. Okay, so liquidity means the fund which is available in the business to pay all the debts. Okay, so if you do not have enough resources to settle all the debts, that means your liquidity is very less. So we are measuring the liquidity of the business, that means the funds which is available in the business to pay all the trade debts, payables. So this can be calculated using two ratios, current ratio, or we call working capital ratio. The second ratio is liquid ratio, not liquidity, it's liquid ratio, or we call it acid test ratio. So these are the two ratios that we are going to use to calculate the liquidity of the business. And this will be calculated not as percentage but as a ratio. You'll be able to know when you are doing maths, you'll write the liquidity, or when we did partnership we used to say that the share was divided among the partners into 2:1. So this is the ratio, or sometimes you can write as times. So remember children, the liquidity ratio, the current ratio and the liquid ratio should be written as a ratio or as times. That means how many times you'll be able to pay all your trade payables using the funds or using the resources which is available in the business. So always remember, the liquidity ratio will be recorded not as a percentage but as a ratio or times. Current ratio measures the current assets against the current liability. Current assets against the current liability measures the current ratio. We call it working capital ratio. So the equation is current ratio equals current assets divided by current liabilities. Here you will be able to see there is no 100. So why? Because we are not calculating this as a percentage. We are calculating as a ratio. And the ideal rate, okay, ideal current ratio is 2:1. If you reach 2:1, that means your liquidity is in a suitable position. Now the next one, liquid ratio, or we call it acid test ratio. Okay, this ratio only takes into the accounts those current assets that are cash or that can be changed very quickly into the cash. We know when we are writing the financial position, statement of financial position, current assets, we use the liquidity of the assets. We'll start with the less one, inventory, then trade receivable, then the accrued ones, okay. Then finally only bank and cash comes. So when we are calculating the liquid ratio, acid test ratio, we are taking the assets which will be easy to cash or which will be easy to convert into cash. So that's why we subtract the inventory, because inventory the liquidity is very high. So current assets minus inventory, then that answer should be divided by the current liability to calculate the liquid ratio. So the ideal ratio is 1 or 1.5 to 1. So if you reach this 1:1 or 1.5 to 1, that means your liquidity ratio is in the suitable position. So liquid ratio takes only the assets which is cash or which is easy or very quickly can be converted into cash. So how to calculate? Liquid ratio is equal to current assets minus inventory divided by current liability, and memorize the ideal ratio when you are comparing two businesses or when you are comparing 2 years. You will be able to use this. So the ideal ratio should be either 1 or 1.5 to 1. Now I have used a worked example. I have given the figures of two different businesses. One is Jacobs and the other one is Sam's. Now using these figures, we have to memorize. Okay, using these figures, we are going to calculate all the 3 profitability ratios and all the 2 liquidity ratios. So when it comes to profitability ratio, you need gross profit, the revenue and the profit for the year, and the capital employed. And when it comes to the liquidity ratio, you need the current assets and the current liabilities. So we are going to use this and calculate the liquidity and the profitability ratios. So here they have given the Jacobs and the Sam's business statement of financial position. Here you will be able to see profit for the year is 10,000, closing capital. Okay, when you calculate the capital employed, there is no non-current liability. So that means this will be capital employed. In Sam's even, there is no non-current liabilities. So this 44,000 closing capital will be directly equal to the capital employed. Now we'll see how to calculate. First one, gross profit percentage as a percentage of revenue. Gross profit divided by revenue. So Jacobs has a gross profit of 20,000 and the revenue is 80,000. When you divide it, you'll be able to see these 4 zeros will cancel with these 4 zeros. Then When you deduct it with the 100, you have 25%. Okay, so Jacob's gross profit as a percentage is 25,000. Sam's gross profit is 24,000. If you refer the worked example or the documents which I have given you in earlier slides, 24,000, but his revenue is 120,000. So when you compare and when you calculate, you get 20% as your gross profit margin or gross profit as a percentage. You will be able to see Jacob, even though his gross profit is less than the Sam's, but his gross profit percentage is higher than Sam's one. Why is it? Because his revenue, if you compare the revenue, that is also big. But this one, assume their selling price is less, okay, or otherwise because of theft, okay. So that's why the Sam's gross profit margin has gone down, okay. If you compare the revenues and gross profit, Sam has both higher price, okay, but their percentage, Jacob's percentage is higher than the Sam's percentage. So if you compare the gross profit margin, Jacob has more profitability. Profit for the year, Jacob has 10,000 profit for the year, Sam has 15,000, Jacob revenue is 80,000, Sam's 120,000. But here you will be able to see, okay, 12.5% and 12.5%. So both of them, if you compare the profit margin or the profit for the year as a percentage of revenue, Jacob and Sam's, both of them are equal with each other. So there is no, looking at this, we won't be able to tell whether who has more profitability. Return on capital employed. So here, according to this example, there were no non-current liabilities. So the closing capital was equal to capital employed. So profit for the year 10,000, capital employed is 42. As a percentage, 23.81 is Jacob's return on capital employed. Sam's one is 34.9. Okay, that means Sam has more assets, right, or more return on capital employed. So if you compare the return on capital employed, who has more profitability? Sam has more profitability. Now we'll go to the current ratio, liquidity ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities. Remember children, earlier ones we wrote as percentage, but this one we have to write as a ratio. So Jacob's one, 45,000 is the current assets. Current liability is 5,000. So your answer comes 9:1. Or you can write, don't just write 9. This is wrong. Either you write 9:1 or you can write 9 times. Okay? You can write 9 times. Or otherwise you can write 9 into 1. 9:1 or 9 times. Sam, 40,000 current assets and 10,000. So when you divide, you will be able to see 4:1. 4:1 is the ratio of Sam's, or you can write 4 times. This means the Jacob has resources to settle his debts 9 times. Okay, he can, if he use his resources, he can pay his debts 9 times. Sam can use his resources only 4 times. So who has more liquidity? Jacob has more liquidity if you compare between these two. But I have told you current ratio, the ideal ratio is 2:1. So both of them have reached the ideal one, but if you compared, Jacob has more liquidity than Sam's business. Now we look at the liquid ratio. So liquid ratio takes the current assets which can be quickly converted into cash. So that's why we subtract inventory. So current assets 45,000 was there. In that inventory was there 15,000. So when you subtract it and divide with the current liability, you get 6.1, or you can write 6 times. That means your current liabilities, or to settle all your current liabilities, you can use your resources or current assets 6 times. Here Sam 40,000 minus 17,500 divided by 10,000, you get 2.25. Okay, so that means 2.25 times he can use to pay all his debts. So what is the ideal one? Ideal one is either 1 or 1.5 to 1. So both of them, Jacob's business as well as Sam's business, they have reached the ideal ratio. But if you compare, who has more liquidity? Jacob has more liquidity because he can use his resources 6 times to pay his debts. But this one, Sam's business can use only 2.25. So remember children, all the profitability ratio should be calculated as a percentage. So you have to make sure that you write the percentage mark. If it's not there, it will be wrong. Then the liquidity ratio, either you can use the ratio marks, or otherwise you can write with the word times. So I hope children you understood. I have given so many sums. You can use those amounts and calculate the liquidity ratios and profitability ratios. So make sure the profitability ratio always measures with the percentage and the liquidity ratio as times or as a ratio. So I hope you understood the lesson. Do more sums when you are there at home. Thank you children. God bless you and stay safe.